how much did they really mislead us by saying, oh, 2.8%, how generous? And then we really know that actually real inflation is between about 5 and 8% across the board. When you look at the real statistic behind all of this, not just the CPI out of the BLS, but rather you look at real statistics as far as actual inflation, it's actually running more between about 5 and 8%, obviously, depending on what you're looking at. It's across the board. That's what it's at. So we're getting a COLA of about maybe half of that, roughly, of what real inflation is actually running. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens here for December. Reason is because we have the holiday shopping season also added into December's data, right? Point being is that obviously in the month of November and December, we had a lot more demand coming in for goods and services. More people out there buying, all kinds of stuff, random things for the holidays. Therefore, generally December is somewhat of an inflationary time simply because more demand causing prices to, well, obviously be a little bit elevated, right? Obviously other things going on as well, impacting price that we all are very aware of, but it's also somewhat of just seasonally a more inflationary time because so many people are out there buying, demand driving prices higher. Does that kind of make sense, right? So again, we all recognize this, and again, this is no shock to anybody, but we all continue to understand and know that the real inflation is significantly higher than what the COLA continues to be every single year. We know this, right? It's no surprise whatsoever, but the point is again, I just want to continue to watch this data to see how much did they really stiff us when it came to the 2.8%. How much more are we seeing real inflation, or at least what they're reporting through the BLS reports here and the CPI, how much are they reporting there compared to the actual 2.8% that we got, right? Because remember, I've said this so many times over the years, which is, and most notably at the end of last year, which as well, is that the COLA, obviously, is calculated off of very old, outdated information. They use the third quarter inflation data, obviously July, August, and September inflation data is what they use. They compare it over the previous year, and whatever difference of inflation there is what we get as a COLA the following year. Does that make any sense whatsoever? I don't know about you, but to me, that seems like a very, very weird calculation. Can I say that? I don't know. Weird calculation, weird way to determine what this is going to be, but that's what they've been using basically since 1975, and maybe they'll change it at some point, but I'm going to continue to keep you posted on that. I think this is going to be very impactful going forward because, again, this is also going to establish the end of the year baseline inflation data. But then again, remember, we're still not done seeing the impacts of all the one-time price adjustments, as we've heard out of the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, suggest with all the tariff impacts and things like that. It's all going to result in a one-time price adjustment, and it's transitory. Really? Okay, well, let's see then, because the price adjustments have not stopped quite yet. So I'm not quite sure what this one price adjustment means yet, but we're not quite there yet. We're still seeing price adjustments higher and higher. Regardless, I'll keep you posted on this. Anyway, just want to point this out for you super fast. We got a lot of things going on for January, just like every single year. We've got a lot of things going on. Please make sure to subscribe if you're new here. Otherwise, share the video. Big share button down below. Check out the well over 6,000 plus videos here on the channel in the video library. Otherwise, until next time, stay warm out there. Happy New Year. Take care, and I'll see you again very soon in the next video. I'll catch you later.